What's up, y'all? So I'm gonna be talking about two different Ethereum meme coins in this video. One's currently on a pump, it's doing its thing, and the other one I think coming up has big time pump and gains potential, you know what I mean? So let me show you which ones I'm talking about, and y'all can decide for yourself if you want to check it out more and jump in or not. That's on you.
We trusted, his mic's never rusted, straight busting these busters. It's a must cause we represent hip hop and you.
Alright, so check it out. The first coin that I'm talking about that I said it's on its pump, you know what I mean? It's doing its thing right now. It's called Intrinsic Number Up, $INU, which I think was the highest gaining crypto asset that we have so far. So you know what I mean, everybody in the crypto world knows Shiba Inu, and just seeing the ticker Inu, it just looks clean, it looks nice, it catches the eye. So that's first things first for me. All right, so we're looking at the 4-hour chart right here. Let me explain to y'all what happened in this first candle. So basically, the developer of this coin, he launched it, and as he launched it, he bought up a lot of the supply early on, you know what I mean, for cheap. And once it got up to about 900,000 market cap, he dumped his whole bag, he dumped everything, and some other people got scared and got shooken out, and it found its local low at around 60,000 market cap. And what happened with me is I watched this whole pump up, I was checking it out, and then I saw a dump, and when it was dumping, I was kind of buying as it was dropping in this area right here. And it was just, you know, kept dropping. But I looked at the ticker, I saw some of the people in the community that were down for a community takeover, and I know there was a couple heavy hitters that were, you know what I mean, in the community, in the Telegram. And so I said, I'm gonna take my chance and keep accumulating as it drops. And so I did that, and we picked it up, but it got picked up by a lot of callers and kind of big meme coin Twitter accounts, you know what I mean? So they got early bags as well, or they got cheap bags right here after it dropped down. And we saw it pump all the way up to 1.5 million market cap. So all the way down to about 60,000 market cap, all the way up to 1.5 million market cap. And then all the big callers and dudes who bought it early, you know what I mean? They just dumped it. They started dumping, boom, boom, boom. And it came back down to the 60,000, even I think 45,000 market cap, somewhere around here. You can't see the wick, but it hit around 45,000, and the community still, some left, but some of the homies remained, and they said, you know what I mean, we're gonna buy this up, we're not gonna let this go, we're gonna push it, we're gonna work, we're gonna hustle. And that's what they did, you know what I mean? And I'm part of that group too, so I could kind of see everything that's been going on, and everything that's been going on, it's making me bullish, and it makes me kind of, in my head, I know that this is gonna go crazy, but I can't say I know it's gonna go crazy. That's on you to decide, you know what I mean? But yeah, so we picked it up from about the 45 to 50,000 market cap after the second dump off over here. And like I said, we got some heavy hitters. They got friends who got friends who got friends with some money. And you know what I mean? It looks like we're picking up the chart, we're supporting it, we're lifting it up, and we're catching eyes as we're doing it. So, and I say we, there's no team. Like I said, the developer created it. I don't know if you could call it rugged in a way, he did, but he just sold off his whole bag and he left the project within the first 2 hours. And so anybody who grabs a bag of Inu and holds Inu, you're part of the team now, you know what I mean? But looking back at the chart, we can see we pushed it, and we're pushing it back up to 400,000 right now. And if we just take a quick little look, back to its all-time high is only a 2.5x, a little over 2.5, but we'll just call it a 2.5x from here, you know what I mean? And that's just looking at it. If you're calculating, it's gonna hit its all-time high and not go past it, you know what I mean? That's a 2.5x. But for me, I'm super bullish on this. I think it's gonna do crazy numbers. I think it's gonna go into multi-millions, even tens of millions. If this was a bull market, I'd say hundreds of millions, you know what I mean? But we're not in a full-on bull market right now. We're kind of in a weird phase. For me, I could say a more conservative guess or estimation or whatever you want to call it is, you know what I mean? I think we could double our past all-time high, this 1.5 million, and send it to 3 million, you know what I mean? And so if we send it to 3 mil, 2x the all-time high, that's about, you know, it's over 6x from here still. But nobody knows what's gonna happen, nobody knows the future, so we'll just leave it at that. I'm not gonna make any official predictions or anything. I'm just showing you the numbers and what things could be, you know what I mean? But before I move on from Inu, I'd say the last things, or not the last things, but the last thing I'm gonna mention to y'all why I'm bullish on this is because the dev created the contract with the 0 tax, which means there's no tax on buying or selling. Also, 100% of the initial LP that the developer put in to launch the coin is burnt. So it's not like he could pull out any liquidity or do anything with it, and the contract's renounced. So he can't alter the contract, he can't change things up, he can't make the tax higher or whatever it is. He can't rug the project. He got in and he got out, and there's nothing he could do to the contract now. So the community runs it, community owns it. We hold the floor, we hold the coins, and the dev got shooken out. You know what I mean? Good riddance to that dev. Appreciate the contract, appreciate the ticker, appreciate the golden coin you gave us. So yeah, that's INU, ticker sign $INU, intrinsic number up. Alright, so check it out. The second Ethereum token that I'm talking about is called Magic Internet Cash. MIC, $MIC. Alright, so first thing about Mike, what I've seen and what I noticed is I was around when it launched. I didn't get in on it. I wasn't really big on meme coins, but I seen what it was able to do, and I know that when it drops down to certain levels, some people like grabbing it up and calling it, you know what I mean? As proof of pumps, I guess you could say. That's not a solid way to base, you know, your investments, to jump in them or not, you know what I mean? To look at prior pumps. But that's just something that I looked at, and something I was like, okay, I kind of like seeing that this has potential to shoot up. You know what I mean? That's just me. And so when I draw these lines and measure, you know, the gains that are to come, it just makes me bullish. I like looking at stuff like this for just the potential itself. And now one thing that the chart, you know, keeps going up and dying, I think the dev, you know what I mean, he'll participate and he'll get things hype, but then he'll kind of just go ghost for a while. And so the dev was around towards this 7x, I think the dev was around the 7x, but then after that he kind of went ghost. I think something about he was in the hospital and had a, so I don't know, I don't really know the story like that, but the dev was ghost. He was gone for a while, but you can't really see it. This little pump right here, little micro pump, if you want to even call it that, that little green candle over here is because the dev came back and he tweeted, and he put out a pretty bullish tweet. You know what I mean? If you're a mic holder or you're interested in it, it was a pretty bullish tweet, and I'll show y'all that right now. Alright, so this is the dev, autistic natured. He created the coin base to F, you know what I mean? Y'all can read that. But yeah, he created the coin, autistic natured, and he put this up. I repeat, I'm not dead. Because people in the Telegram, there's some people in the Telegram that are saying, oh, the dev died, he's blah blah blah, and you know, whether they're joking or not, I don't know. But I think he saw that, and he's, you know, he wanted to put out a post finally after a month and a half, a while. He said, I repeat, I'm not dead. And he also retweeted the Magic Internet Cash Twitter handle, which I believe he controls. All right, let's put on the audio for this. So he said, hi, my name is Base2. I print multi-million-dollar Mooners bull run. Mooners in the bull run, a typo. He said, I'm not dead. Magic Internet Cash hit a local all-time high. Price discovery is still too low, ... And so for me, it's like, I like hearing that. I like seeing that. Whether, you know what I mean? It's been about a week and he hasn't posted anything, but that makes me think that there might be something cooking up. Maybe, you know, another one of these little pumps. Who knows? Maybe he's going to see the 50x pump. Who knows? But I just feel like seeing that tweet, something's cooking up in the background. When it's going to be cooked up, I don't know. Is it being cooked up? I don't know. But, you know what I mean? Just off of speculation, that's what I think. Why not grab while it's at a bottom? It's not like this is going to drop another 99% on you, right? It's not like buying a new coin and just watching it fall 99%. You're buying the bottom. There's not much it could fall. Can it drop in percentage? 20, 30%? Maybe, yeah, it could. Will it? I don't think so. It's bottomed out. Who's selling? So right now is the time to buy these coins that are stupid low, that you think, you know what I mean, have good narratives, have good communities, or had good communities that know about the coin. I mean, there's a lot of things to factor in. There's a lot of things to speculate, and it's all just a, you know what I mean? You're hoping to get lucky and pick the right coin at the right time. That's all it really is. So I'm not saying it's gonna 50x pump, 30x 29, it's 7x pump. I'm not saying none of that. You know what I mean? Potentially they can do those numbers. We've seen it. Will it? Who knows? But this is just something I'm placing my bet on, and you know what I mean? I'm kind of bullish on the dev coming back and tweeting. And just, yeah, looking at the past chart, the pumps, when it gets to certain levels, people like buying it up, yada yada. Do your own research, look into a coin how you like to look into it, and you decide, you know, the certain angles you want to take, whether you think it's bullish or not. That's on you to decide. I'm just here showing y'all what I see. So that's it, y'all. Just wanted to drop those 2 coins. One, like I said, I showed you, it's on its rip right now. It's doing its thing. It's making gains, and I think a lot of more gains are to come from it. Will there be dips? Sure. You know what I mean? But I think there's a lot of gains to come from INU, and I think a lot of gains are going to come from Mike soon. Maybe not. Maybe so. Who knows? I don't know. But that's it. That's all I got. It's all love, nothing but, and always is, y'all.
Was a little fat at the time, thanks for trying. Please don't come again and tell your similar friends. Don't get offended. You try to fake the art and got caught, stupid kid. Stupid is what stupid did. Pretended. Now he's ended by the guillotine house splendid. Turn up the boombox, skip rocks by the